If you're training with discipline, following routines and lifting weights, but the results aren't coming in as expected, you may be doing something wrong without even realizing it. Many people spend months, even years, working out in the gym without getting the muscle growth they want, simply because they're not training in the most effective way. Forget about random workouts and unfounded diets. Today I'm going to reveal a science-based method designed to maximize muscle development with strategic adjustments that can make a big difference in your progress. It's not about doing more reps or spending more hours in the gym. It's about applying a proven principle that optimizes every set and every rep for maximum results. Stick around to the end, because I'm going to explain in detail how the 3.5 method works, how to apply it correctly, and, most importantly, what mistakes you should avoid so you don't stunt your growth. If it ever makes sense that your training isn't giving you the results you expect, this video could be the change you need. But before continuing with the video, I remind you that you have discounts and flash offers on all products of the brand HSN, such as proteins, creatines, and everything related to sports supplementation. Only for people who are in the Schengen area. You can find all the exclusive links in the description of this video. Don't miss the opportunity. That said, let's see what this training method is all about. The 3-5 method is a training strategy based on a simple but highly effective principle. Perform between 3 and 5 sets of each exercise, with a range of 3 to 5 repetitions, using between 80 and 90% of your maximum repetition, 1 RM. Unlike conventional workouts that prioritize volume with more reps, this method focuses on intensity and load, stimulating the muscle fibers responsible for growth and strength to the maximum. When you train in this range of repetitions with heavy loads, the stimulus on the muscle fibers is completely different from resistance or volume training. Instead of just generating fatigue and temporary muscle pump, you are promoting myofibrillar hypertrophy, which is the actual growth of muscle fibers. This type of hypertrophy translates into denser, stronger, more functional muscles, rather than simple bulking based on fluid and glycogen retention. Studies by the National Strength and Conditioning Association have shown that this range of repetitions is ideal for developing maximal strength and muscle mass in less time. The key is mechanical tension, which is the primary driver of muscle growth. The more weight you lift in an efficient repetition range, the more tension is generated in the muscle, which leads to greater adaptation and growth. Compared to traditional 8 to 12 rep workouts, where the focus is on volume and metabolic stress, the 3.5 method prioritizes efficiency and performance. With fewer reps, but higher intensity, you achieve deeper muscle stimulation without the need for endless sets. This means you can gain muscle more effectively, without falling into excessive fatigue or overtraining. This approach has been used for decades in the strength and conditioning programs of elite athletes, and today, you can apply it to accelerate your muscle growth intelligently and strategically. The 3.5 method is not only an effective strategy for gaining muscle, but it also offers a number of benefits that make it superior to other traditional approaches. By working with heavy loads and a reduced number of repetitions, your body experiences unique adaptations that accelerate muscle development and strength gains. One of the major benefits of this method is the significant increase in strength and muscle volume. By training with weights close to 90% of your repetition maximum, the body activates a greater amount of muscle fibers, especially type 2 fibers, which are responsible for explosive muscle growth. This not only makes you stronger, but also increases the size and density of your muscles more effectively than high-volume workouts. Another key aspect is that method 3-5 reduces the risk of fatigue and overtraining. Many people believe that doing more reps equals better results, but the reality is that training with too many reps can lead to excessive wear and tear on the nervous system and hinder recovery. With this method, by working with lower volume but higher intensity, you optimize recovery between sessions, allowing you to train with higher quality and make steady progress. In addition, this approach is highly efficient for progression and muscle development. With fewer reps, you can lift heavier weights and improve your strength week after week. And since strength is a key factor for hypertrophy, the stronger you are, the more weight you can handle at any given rep range, which in turn will help you build more muscle in the long run. Finally, method 3-5 not only improves physical appearance, but also optimizes functionality and athletic performance. By focusing on heavy loads and neuromuscular activation, you develop a solid strength base that will allow you to perform better in any type of training, sport, or physical activity. This makes it an ideal tool for both bodybuilders and high-performance athletes. In short, this method allows you to gain muscle more efficiently, avoid unnecessary wear and tear, and increase your strength in a sustained way. Now that you know its benefits, let's see how to apply it correctly to get the most out of it. To get the maximum benefits from the 3.5 method, it's not enough to simply lift heavy weights. It is essential to apply the correct technique, choose the right exercises, and structure the workout efficiently. The first step is to select compound and multi-joint exercises. Movements such as deadlifts, squats, bench presses, military presses, and weighted pull-ups are ideal for this method because they allow you to handle heavy loads and recruit a large number of muscle fibers in a single movement. Isolation exercises are not the best choice here, as the main goal is to maximize strength and mechanical tension in the larger muscle groups. In terms of load, you should work with a weight that represents 80 to 90% of your 1 RM. This means that each set should be a significant challenge, but without compromising technique. If at the end of a set you feel you could have done many more reps, the weight is too light. If, on the other hand, you fail on the first or second repetition, it's too heavy. The key is to find the right balance of performing 3 to 5 reps with the maximum effort possible. Rest between sets is another critical aspect. Unlike high-volume workouts, where rests are usually short, here it is recommended to rest 2 to 4 minutes between sets. This allows the central nervous system to recover sufficiently to be able to perform at its best in the next set. Inadequate rest may reduce the amount of weight you can handle, affecting the effectiveness of the workout. Training frequency also plays an important role. Since method 3.5 involves high-intensity work, training each muscle group 2 to 3 times per week is ideal for maximizing strength and hypertrophy without overtraining. This can be accomplished by breaking the routine into patterns such as torso leg or a push, pull, and leg distribution. Another key point is load progression. You cannot expect optimal results if you always train with the same weight. The goal should be to gradually increase the load every few weeks, either by adding more weight to the bar, increasing the number of sets, or improving the execution of the exercise. This progressive overload is what will ensure a steady improvement in strength and muscle volume. Finally, it is crucial to maintain impeccable technique. Working with heavy loads increases the risk of injury if the execution is not correct. Be sure to perform each repetition with control, activating the proper muscles and avoiding compensations that may compromise your posture or joints. If you apply these principles correctly, the 3.5 method can become one of the most powerful tools to transform your physique and develop strong, dense muscles in less time. Now, let's see what are the most common mistakes you should avoid to get the most out of it. One of the most common mistakes is using the wrong weight. Some people choose weights that are too light, which reduces mechanical tension and makes the workout ineffective. Others, on the other hand, try to lift excessive weights, compromising technique and increasing the risk of injury. The key is to use 80 to 90% of 1 RM, ensuring that each repetition is performed with maximum effort without losing control. Another mistake is to rest too little between sets. Since this method is based on lifting heavy weights, the central nervous system needs enough time to recover before the next set. Resting only 30 to 60 seconds, as in conventional hypertrophy training, can cause your performance to drop restrictively and reduce the amount of weight you can lift. The ideal rest is 2 to 4 minutes, depending on the exercise and intensity. Neglecting execution technique is another serious problem. Lifting heavy does not mean sacrificing form. Performing repetitions with poor posture or incomplete movements not only decreases the effectiveness of the exercise, but can also cause injury to joints and muscles. Each repetition should be controlled, with full range of motion and proper muscle activation. A common mistake for beginners is not including enough volume in the routine. Although method 3.5 is based on low repetitions, this does not mean that this is the only thing you should do. Supplementing the workout with accessory exercises and some work in moderate repetition ranges, 6 to 10 reps, can help balance muscle development and prevent decompensation. In addition, many people don't keep track of their progression. If you are not increasing weight or improving your performance over time, you will plateau. It's critical to log loads, reps, and rest to make sure you're progressing. Progressive overload is the foundation of muscle growth and strength. Finally, one of the most underrated mistakes is neglecting nutrition and recovery. Training with heavy loads demands a high level of energy and proper nutrition. Not consuming enough calories and protein can slow muscle gain, as can poor sleep quality. To maximize the benefits of Method 3-5, it is essential to maintain a diet rich in protein, carbohydrates, and healthy fats, helping you to creatine monohydrate. Whey protein and beta-alanine can improve recovery and performance, as well as sleep at least 7 to 9 hours a day for optimal recovery. Avoiding these mistakes will make the difference between real progress and months of frustration with no results. Now that you know how to properly apply this method and what mistakes to avoid, let's look at how to combine it with proper nutrition to further enhance your muscle development. Now that you know this method, I want you to try it and tell me in the comments your results. And if you found this video useful, don't forget to like it, subscribe to the channel, and activate the little bell so you don't miss any of my next videos. See you in the next one. Keep growing strong and healthy.